Sandra Burke. I live at 117 Monmouth Drive, Kingston, New York. I wasn't planning on speaking, but after hearing the many voices of the people who have spoken, especially Ms. Washington, who moved me to tears, I wouldn't feel right if I could come up here and speak and tell you that I am in agreement that you need to take another look at this budget and put some money into this program. I've been to some of these meetings. I know you've worked very long, very hard on this budget, but the citizens of the city who elected you are communicating to you that there is a very real need for literacy education in both Midtown and the Rondo area. 103 kids in the Rondo area going to that program. The Rondo area is not that big. Like, that's huge. So I think that even though you might want to be done, you might want to pass this budget tonight the way it is. I also want to say that there seems to be a false dichotomy that's being created here. This doesn't need to be an issue of, the environmental education position or read and write. You guys found like $14 million, $41 million for this budget. I think you could find another $50,000 or so for read and write without cutting anybody's job. You'll find money, and I would urge you, each of you, but at the very least 5 of you, to veto this budget the way it stands, and please take one more month and pass a budget that includes funding for the Read and Write program.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address the council at this time? Is no one else to speak? Yes.
Hi, my name is Chris Allen. I'm a county legislator, represent District 2, Sawgraves and Malden. My concern is that if the New York State Thruway Authority were to become the lead agency in the secret review process and recommendations made to the state on the potential of the Pilgrim Pipeline coming through Ulster County and other parts of New York State, my fear specifically is that there may be an enticement of the vested interests of the New York State Thruway, which would be infrastructural repairs and the allure of receiving site revenue fees from the Pilgrim Pipeline Company would supersede the review process being adequate of seeing what the environmental concerns would be. And so to reiterate the concerns of Jen Metzger, I would say that yes, the DEC would be the proper agency as the lead agency for secret review. Thank you very much. Take care.
I'm going to close the public speaking portion of the meeting this evening. We now stand during the public speaking. We're going to claims and communications. Any discussion? No discussion will be on file in the clerk's office. I get a motion to dispense with the second reading of general bills and pay same. Do I have a second? All in favor? Opposed? Bills are paid 9-0. We have those to report of committees. Resolution number 236.
Resolution number 236 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, recommending approval for adding pipe plan charges to the 2016 tax bill.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now go to resolution number 237.
Resolution number 237 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, recommending approval for adding building safety division charges to the 2016 tax bill.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now go to resolution number 238.
Resolution number 238 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, recommending approval for adding delinquent public works charges to the 2016 tax bill.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now move to resolution number 239.
Resolution number 239 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, recommending approval for modifications to the 2015 Department of Public Works budget.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now move to resolution number 240.
Resolution number 240 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, recommending denial of Central Hudson claim against the City of Kingston.
Okay, just to remind you, a vote in the affirmative will be to deny the claim. On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now go to resolution number 241.
Resolution number 241 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, authorizing the mayor to execute the construction agreement with CSX Transportation, Inc., and approving a bond ordinance in the amount of $61,000 to provide for the advance payment of engineering services by Bergman Associates on behalf of CSX.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. Then we go to resolution number 242. Long roll.
Resolution number 242 of 2015, bond ordinance dated December 1st, 2015, an ordinance authorizing the city's share of the construction of the Greenhill Avenue Bridge covered by an agreement with CSX in and for the City of Kingston, Ulster County, New York, at a maximum estimated cost of $61,000 and authorizing the issuance of $61,000 bonds of said city to pay the costs thereof.
Just to remind you, long roll needs 6 votes to pass.
Alderman Sesh. Alderman Will.
Aye.
Alderman Dawson. Alderman Carey.
Yes.
Alderman Davis.
Yes.
Alderman Mills. Alderman Shabbat.
Yes.
Alderman Brown. Alderman Dunn.
Aye.
The resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now go to resolution number 243.
Resolution number 243 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, authorizing and adopting a bond ordinance and authorizing the mayor to execute a proposed asset management gap assessment with Martin and Logias.
On the question? Alderman Dunn.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to point out that I think this is one of the most important policy changes and practices that the council has adopted during my tenure. We are slowly but consistently moving from a reactive process to a proactive process. And by implementing the asset management plan and by moving forward with this, we're going to do what municipalities are doing throughout the U.S., they've done throughout Canada, they've done throughout Australia, and big corporations have also implemented. This will save us money in the long run. It will allow us to plan better. It will allow us to plan with better financial sense. And we will save money because we will be able to plan for whenever infrastructure needs to be replaced and place a value on each piece of infrastructure. Going through the budget process, we were able to talk with department heads to get their commitment to this process. And from my recollection, and even though some of those nights were long, they all agreed. And hopefully, Mayor-elect Noble will also stress what the Common Council is stressing and ensure that there was a follow-through with this program. Because if we don't, all of this is for naught. going to spin our wheels, and we're going to waste money. And the more we can become more sophisticated about maintaining, repairing, and fixing our infrastructure, the better we will serve our community. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else on the question before I call for the vote? Seeing no one else, I'm going to call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now move to resolution number 244. Call roll.
Resolution number 244 of 2015, bond ordinance dated December 1st, 2015. An ordinance authorizing an additional $30,000 bonds of the City of Kingston, Ulster County, New York, to pay costs in connection with the implementation of an asset management gap assessment plan in and for said city.
That is the long roll, 602, Carter.
Alderman Will.
Yes.
Alderman Dawson. Alderman Carey.
Yes.
Alderman Davis.
Yes.
Alderman Mills.
Yes.
Alderman Shabbat.
Yes.
Alderman Brown.
Yes.
Alderman Dunn.
Yes.
Alderman Sesh.
Yes. The resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now go to resolution number 245.
Resolution number 245 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, approving a proposal from CT Mail to perform additional investigations and testing of the pipe plan restoration project.
On the question,
Mr. President,
well,
due to well-publicized conflict of interest, I will be recusing myself from voting on this resolution.
thank you very much. Anyone else on the question?
Mr. President, is there a bond ordinance associated with this? You think this is going to happen?
No.
No, yes,
So we're just passing a resolution tonight and then a bond ordinance at a later time?
What I believe is that this amount is being attached to a previous bond, and the comptroller's here, and I believe he could, yea or nay.
The CT mail plate plan's being attached to a previous bond.
So there's no bond vote on it tonight, it's being attached to a previous bond that was already approved, which was discussed at finance.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else on the question? If no one else, I'm going to call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed?
Opposed?
Resolution is adopted, 7-2. Now move on to resolution number moving on to resolution number 46.
Resolution number 246 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, to enter into the Employer Contribution Stabilization Program under the provisions of Chapter 57 Laws of 2010.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now move to resolution number 247.
Resolution number 247 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, authorizing the implementation and funding in the first instance of 100% of the federal aid and state Marchicelli program aid eligible costs of a transportation federal aid project and appropriating funds therefore.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now move on to resolution number 248.
Resolution number 248 of 2015, ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, approving an increase in the fee structure for the Fire Department Building Safety Division for the City of Kingston.
On the question?
Mr. President.
Alderman Mills.
I would just like to take a moment to thank the fire department for looking at their fee schedule and revising it, as it will produce great revenue in the future for the City of Kingston. thank you to the fire department.
Anyone else on the question? Seeing no one? Alderman Carey.
Yeah, I agree with Gary, and also, I'd like to point out that the fees are now more in line with what other municipalities are doing, so we were kind of a little behind in that. I think that's important.
Thank you. Anyone else? Hearing no one else, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now move on to resolution number 249.
Resolution number 249, 2015, ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, approving an increase in dog license fees for the city clerk's office.
On the question? Hearing no debate, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now move on to resolution number 250.
Resolution number 250 of 2015, ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, including veterans in the reduced and/or no charge for city bus usage.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. Yeah, this is it right here, right? We're going to resolution number 251. Okay.
Resolution number 251 of 2015, an ordinance amending an ordinance in relation to traffic on the public streets of the City of Kingston, New York, amending no parking zone on Western Street.
On the question, Alderman Davis.
Hello, Mr. President. I would like to amend Resolution 251 to provide for no parking for a distance of 20 feet from the walkway, existing walkway in front of 3 Western Street.
Second. Okay, do I have a second?
You have that centered on
20 feet.
20 feet on the center of the existing
No,
walkway.
yeah, you have it written down.
Yes.
Yeah, just put that. Okay, I have a motion and a second on the question. Being no discussion, I'll vote for the amendment. All in favor? Opposed? Okay, now we're going to vote on the resolution as amended. You want to read it back?
It will state no parking for a distance of 20 feet on center of the existing walkway in front of 3 Western Street.
Great. On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution as amended is adopted 9-0. Now go to resolution number 252.
Resolution number 252 of 2015, an ordinance amending an ordinance in relation to traffic on the public streets of the City of Kingston, New York, amending no parking zone on West Chestnut Street.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
President,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think it should,
Alderman Brown.
I'm looking at, it probably should say no parking zone on West Chestnut Street. It should say the west side of the one area on West Chestnut Street. Does that make a difference? Otherwise, there's no parking at all on West Chestnut Street.
Yes.
This says that down further? Oh, okay, down there, okay, I'm just reading the top part. Okay, thanks.
Okay, we're good? Anyone else? Hearing no one else, I'm going to call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now go to resolution number 252.
Resolution Resolution number 253 of 2015, an ordinance amending an ordinance in relation to traffic on the public streets of the city of Kingston, New York, amending no parking zone on Progress Street.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now go to resolution number 254.
Resolution number 254 of 2015, an ordinance amending an ordinance in relation to traffic on the public streets of the city of Kingston, New York, repealing handicap parking on Adams Street.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted, 9-0. We now go to resolution number 255.
Resolution number 255 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, recommending the New York State DEC serve as lead agency for the Pilgrim Pipeline project.
On the question?
Mr. President.
Alderman Dunn.
Thank you. I'm making a motion to amend the title of the resolution after New York, comma, to state denying the New York State Thruway Authority lead agency. And so it will read, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, denying the New York State Thruway Authority lead agency and recommending the New York State DEC serve as lead agency for the Pilgrim Pipeline project.
Okay, we have a first and a second. On the question? Alderman Sessions.
Seems to be working, okay. I think that as we voted back in January, then we see this pipeline continuing to be proposed. I think that although some people might believe that there was petroleum based energy needed for multiple decades, I think we need to be more far-seeing than that. I think we really need to take a look at how we here in the city of Kingston and in New York and the United States take the lead in shortening this petroleum energy life cycle down to less than 20 years. It's imperative to do this, and I think that if this pipeline were to go through, and we were able to bring the lifespan of petroleum under 20 years, they would not get their money back. So they'll thank us for it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else on the question?
President,
Alderman Well.
I take Alderman Sessions' point, and I strongly support this resolution. I think our next battle will be to look at the oil trains that are barreling through the city. I have a concern, since we're talking about petroleum products, we need to look at every mode of transportation that the oil is taking. But certainly we need to take it out of the mix for entering and running through any properties or throughway rights of way that move through Kingston and any municipality in New York State. Thank you.
Anyone else on the question? We're done.
I'd just like to note that once again, the city of Kingston is helping to lead the charge on environmental issues, whether it's Niagara bottling, whether it's the fracking material on city streets, or it's the Pilgrim Pipeline, and any number of host of other environmental issues. We continue to move in a more environmentally sensitive direction as the environmental concerns in not only in our community, in our region, but worldwide become more and more prominent. But for the good people in our community, but for all the organizations that come out and speak and advocate on all these issues, makes our job a whole lot easier, and it gives us even a stronger backbone to take the action that we need to take to stand up to agencies such as the New York State Thruway Authority and say, no, let's do this right, send it to the New York State DEC.
as the lead agency. Thank you.
Anyone else on the question? Could you just read the amendment, Billy?
So it will now read, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, denying New York State Thruway Authority lead agency and recommending the New York State DEC serve as lead agency for the Pilgrim Pipeline project.
Anyone else on the question before I call for the vote? Going to call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The amended is adopted 9-0. Now we're going to vote on the amended resolution. On the question. Hearing no objections, I'm going to call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is adopted 9-2. Now move on to Resolution 256.
Resolution number 256 of 2015, an ordinance amending an ordinance in relation to traffic on the public streets in the city of Kingston, New York, adding handicap parking on Hunter Street.
On the question? Hearing no discussion, I'll call for the vote. All in favor? Opposed? Resolution is adopted 9-0. We now go to resolution number 257.
Resolution number 257 of 2015, resolution of the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York, authorizing the move of the base proportion ratio to 53.81727% homestead and 46.18273% non-homestead.
On the question, Mr. Pruitt. Alderman Sessions.
Thank you. At the caucus last night, to Corporation Council, there was some discussion exactly what we need to know, that we need to be very clear up that we need to affirmatively vote on the percentages as we've been doing.
The question was whether or not, in the event that you decide not to make any shift at all, whether a resolution of 0 is necessary. And spoken just a little while ago, Mr. Tui believes it is, and he would request that in the event that you do not vote for this resolution or any other resolution altering the base proportion ratio, that you do pass a resolution authorizing a 0 change.
Thank you. For those who couldn't hear because of the microphone, the resolution, one way or the other, need to vote on a percentage split. If it's 0, it's still be voted to make it 0. Thank you.
Anyone else on the question before I call for the vote?
Mr. President,
Alderman Davis.
I've been thinking about this overnight and all day today, and I'm not in favor of the 20% shift. And speaking to residents of my Ward 6, and who would be greatly affected by the shift to 20%. So I'm going to be a no.
You want to make an amendment to change the percentage, or you want to?
I would recommend that it be a 10% shift.
You want to make that in the form of an amended motion?
Yes, I would amend resolution 257 that it be 10% shift.
Okay. I get a second, Alderman Carey?
Yeah,
You got a second in, or?
no, I don't want to second, I want to,
Well, he's got motion, so I need a second. And we'll still do discussion, but,
but we didn't vote on the 20 yet, so we don't even know what happened.
right.
Okay.
Well, he amended the 20 for 10. We'll see that that's acceptable. Do I have a second on 10%?
Second.
Okay, we have a first and a second on the 10% shift.
Chairman, as a resolution is drafted, it contains the actual figures that would be, percentage figures that would be substituted for the current. So the amendment would be, and I think the controller has provided that the amendment would be that the homestead ratio instead of 0.8409 and the non-homestead would be 47.5.
Mr. President, could I ask for a small recess? Alderman Dawson has left, and I'd like to consult the controller just on those numbers we talked about. 2 minutes.
Could I get a vote from the council if that's agreeable to them? Take a small recess to discuss this.
Thank you all.
Just remember, we have a motion and second on 10%. Okay, you stand adjourned for 5 minutes.